Hello. You're tuning to another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic. Is this the greatest receiving season in Baltimore Ravens history? Look! I was going through Twitter, or what they like to call now X, and going through tweets, going through pics, media, stuff like that, also YouTube, and I stumbled upon a list that the 33rd team made. Shout outs to them. And they put in 1 through 25 a list of the highest receivers this season based on receiving yards. And then they did a pretty list. And I went to it because usually as a Raven fan, that's something that we don't pay attention to because usually our guys are nowhere near the top when they're making lists like that. But something bit me on my side and said, Nitro, look, just take a look. Do it. So I said, okay, let me take a look. And then because I took a look, I got to give y'all the look also. So look at this list right now. Top 5 receivers based on receiving yards this season. Zay Flowers is number 5. Oh. Hold on. I know everyone's like, oh, that's him. Number 16 is Rashod Bateman. Oh. Who would have ever thought? Look at that list. Rashod Bateman has more receiving yards than DK Metcalf, Marvin Harrison Jr., Cortland Sutton, personal favorite of mine who actually wanted to join the team, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave. Like, these aren't no scrubs. He's over all those guys. Rashod Bateman's on pace for around 900 yards. And if he has another explosion, like he did a couple weeks back for 124, he might end up with 1,000. His first 1K receiving season of his career. And Zay Flowers is on pace for 1,200 and change. 1,200 plus receiving yards. So I started asking myself, I was like, is this the greatest receiving season in Ravens history? And it has to be a unmitigated, unfiltered, untapped yes! I want you to understand something right now. Because I'm going to go back to this. I believe the highest, because the most throwing yards in Baltimore Raven history is Joe Flacco. I believe it was like 4,446 or something like that. And that was the most throwing yards in Baltimore Ravens history. Lamar's on pace for about 4,600 passing yards. So that record, gone. He's also doing it at the highest completion percentage in Baltimore Raven history. That's gone. At the highest passer rating in NFL history. And now about to have, or has the opportunity to have 2 guys have 1,000 yards each on the receiving end, and not one of them are the tight ends. Let me tell you something right now. A lot of y'all watching this don't understand like this. This can only be rectified in one way. Thank you, Lord. You heard our prayers. Oh! You know how long we've been waiting for something like that? Huh? You know how long Ravens fans been like, God, please, just please. I don't need nothing for Christmas. The car doesn't have to get fixed. Forget it. I'll go another year without an oil change. Just give me, please, a top passer. Just not the yard receivers, please. That's how it was for Raven fans. And now we're on the cusp of it. We're on the cusp of it. This is going to be, listen, I want y'all to understand this real quick. We are on the precipice, right, of the greatest statistical season in offensively in Baltimore Ravens history. Think about everything I just said. Everything. Take into account, like, all right, that's crazy. All right. Mind you, we got 7 games left. And we still have a running back on top of everything that I just said, who's on pace for 2,000 yards. My God. This season, if it ends in total completion as we're on pace to do, would go down as one of the most efficient, most dangerous, most big playability offenses ever constructed. Not in Baltimore Ravens history, in the NFL history. And it won't even be close. Make no mistake about it, folks. We are on, like, this is something, we're in the Twilight Zone right now. I wish I had the mute up, like, like, we're in the Twilight Zone. Ravens defense stinks. Ravens offense is nice. And we're this is the Twilight Zone, bro. Are y'all not hearing this? Who would ever think the Baltimore Ravens would wake up like this? Wake up like the Undertaker and find out they have a top 2 offense and a bottom 5 defense. Please, let me know. And we're not just talking about empty yards, because they're one of the best teams right now. And it's not like they're getting all these yards and losing games. They're 7-3. Crazy. If I'm not mistaken, they have the most plus 20 plays in the NFL and also give up the most plus 20 plays in the NFL. Nasty work. But that's what bro, like, a lot of Ravens, I have not seen no Raven content creators, none of the media bringing this up. Who would have ever thought? And I want to put everything into context too, because this seems to go over people's heads. And I always bring up Lamar and this stuff. And here's the reason why. I've seen a lot of people championing Josh Allen for the MVP. And I wanted to make sure I made this point totally clear. And they said, oh, he doesn't have a lot. And if he beats Patrick Mahomes, he definitely deserves to be number 2, or at least have a conversation for number 1 as MVP in this league. After all the stats that I just told you, right? And I put this in the context in one of my other videos, but I want to take an even bigger shot at this. Our offense, our team is winning right now with the worst pass defense in the entire league. We are giving up such bad numbers through the air. I believe it would be the worst that we've seen in the last 25 years of the NFL. Yeah, that's how bad our defense is. Our kicker is the bottom of the barrel right now in kicking percentage in the entire NFL. Not bottom half, like bottom like third. Kicking percent, all this different type of stuff. We're top 10 in drops, passes. We're the number 1 most penalized team in the NFL. And we have a mid O-line. And I'm only saying mid because somehow, some way, I looked at some of the teams and their O-lines are actually somewhat worse than ours. And we're on pace for all of these records while still winning 7 games out of 10. And you think Josh Allen's close to my quarterback? Dare I say an associate of mine named Lamar Jackson? Are you out of your mind? Are you? Do you think, like stuff like this really does irk me, bro. It just irks my spirit. because it doesn't make sense. Think about it real quick. Think about everything I just named that the Ravens are in discrepancy of. Most penalized. Bottom half special teams in the league also. Forgot to tell you that too. A bottom third kicker as of right now. Worst defense, pass-wise, in the last 25 years of the NFL. And somehow we're 7-3. And you believe Josh Allen has a chance? After all the records I just said we're about to ring off. And Josh Allen has a top 5 defense. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, boy. You know, heavy is the head, boy. Boy, man, this is nasty work. Nasty. But what do you guys think? Were you surprised about those numbers that I just read off? About our receivers? If you need to remind you right here. 2 top 16 receivers in receiving yard in the NFL. And the Baltimore Ravens have 2 of them. And none of them are tight ends. Did you see this coming? I did say that if we get into shootouts because of the bad, I did make this proclamation at the beginning of the year that we could have 2. So I'm not gonna break my hand patting myself on the back, but I did point that out. And you guys can go back to the video and check it for Bateman and Zay. But whoo, did you guys see it happen? Let me know what you think down in the comment section about this, because we're in some rare company. We really are offensively. We really are. It's crazy work. But as always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Please. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.
Yeah.